Hello guys, how are you doing today? I hope you guys are having the right time watching BNP TV from wherever you are. This is your standpoint once again, and I'm so delighted today be talking about a very, I don't know, it's a sensitive topic because this is something happening all over the world, especially in Burundi. I'm telling you, it's so sad sometimes, and you're gonna discover what we'll be talking about. Before I must welcome my guest today, but first of all, let me tell my co-host to greet you guys.
Hello Patrick, hello everybody, and thanks for watching.
How are you doing today, Kelly?
I'm fine, thank you.
It's so good to see you in the
Thank you so much, Patrick.
You're welcome. And I'm with our guest. Let us welcome him. This is Jules, but maybe he can tell you more about himself.
Yes, hello everyone. I'm very honored to be here today, and my name is Jules Nishimwe. Yes, I'm a guest. Thank you.
Okay, cool. He's a young boy. He's a young boy here from Burundi. He's a Burundian, by the way, and I do believe he knows what we'll be talking about today, because we're gonna talk whether it's possible to avoid gossiping in Burundi, because actually in Burundi, not only in Burundi, we know people speak about someone. He's even in the problem. They actually talk about problems when the person is neither part of the problem or the solution of it, and sometimes they speak ill of him or speak behind his back or her back, and the person is not around. Imagine he's not present, and you guys are talking about the person, and that's the definition of gossip. And I guess that's the key word of the topic. And I will start with this core question. That is it possible to avoid gossiping? Kelly, let's start with a lady. Ladies first.
Is it possible to avoid gossiping here in Burundi?
Wherever, but you focus yourself in Burundi.
Let me tell you,
okay.
Here in Burundi, gossiping is our favorite. It's our national sport. It's our favorite time. We spend most of our time talking about people. Yeah, we can't avoid gossiping here in Burundi. It's impossible. Really, Burundians and gossiping, it's always going the same direction.
Don't tell me.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know.
Yeah.
But somewhere else, is it possible to avoid that?
Yes, in Western countries where people are focused, looking for money, chasing money, they don't have time to gossip. But here we don't have anything to do. People don't have anything to do, so they spend their time gossiping. They say in Kirundi, Abarundi basiba kurima basiba kuvuga.
Imagine.
Imagine
Burundians miss to work, but they don't miss to speak.
Yeah.
Imagine. I don't know. Gilles, what's your opinion about that?
Yes, according to my understanding, I can simply say that nothing is impossible. And the only thing that I'm not promising you to see stopping is to see people stopping to speak. Because people by nature will speak, and that is our nature. But about a gossip, there are some ways that we can avoid other people gossiping something about us, or there are some ways that we can avoid other people from gossiping something from us. So according to my understanding, people will always gossip, but there are some ways to not find yourself being a victim of that gossip.
Yeah, sure. She said in Burundi, people they don't have maybe the chance to keep their tongue when it comes to gossip. They just have to talk about somebody who's not there, who is absent, and you find they even talk about negativity. What's your take on that?
Yes, according to my understanding, again, I can say that normally I believe that the way we speak, we act, we say things, shows people how we want them to treat us, which can give them a say on us. So when people are gossiping about someone, it simply means that he gave them a reason.
Oh, Okay, I get back to you. This is like, yes, that's, you know, I'm afraid I don't see that the same way, because you cannot find a reason to talk about someone who's not there, who's not around, and you're telling me he gave you a reason. So maybe maybe gonna discover that, you know, through this second question. What do you think are the causes of gossip, Kelly?
Here in Burundi.
Yes, in Burundi especially, but
Let's
you can
talk
also
about
talk about
Burundians.
All right,
it's
sure.
better.
Yeah.
Here in Burundi, you get poor, people are going to gossip about that. You get rich, they are going to gossip about that. You get sick, they are going. So whatever you do here in this country, they are going to say something on you. You can't avoid gossiping here in Burundi. Even though you do your best, they will say that you are a hypocrite. Burundians talk. That's how we are. The cause is, maybe it's our nature. I don't know. It's our nature. Yeah. There's no other reason behind Burundian gossiping. Yeah. Yeah.
Really?
We are not even civilized enough here in this country. Yeah. We interfere so much in. Patrick, you got married. I have to say something on your marriage. I have to say something. Either it's the decoration, either it's people have always something to say here in Burundi.
Imagine. So I'm recently married, guys. Imagine.
You
Then
should
people talked about my wedding day. So what's wrong with them?
You can't
so
avoid.
I'm just kidding. Okay. Jules, what do you think about that? Do you think there are reasons of people gossiping? You said, oh, of course, you said, you know, you gave them reason to gossip.
Yes.
So what are the main causes of gossip?
Before starting to say the main causes, I'd like to say that normally in everything that we do in the world, every people judges another person depending on what he sees. People can never gossip if they don't have something that pushes them to gossip. They can never wake up and start speaking things that they don't have any clue about. There have to be something that is motivating them. It's like something that is flashing their emotion to speak. So you will see in many areas, you will find there is one person being spoken or two, and others are somehow not being spoken much. So what is the reason behind? This actually means that the society judges, the eyes of the society judges, and they can never even understand what you're doing or whatever, but they have to speak because there is something that's captivated their emotions. So that is the reason why people gossip, on my understanding. And if you give them a reason why to give false information about you, it's not their problem. They are acting in accordance with your behaviors or in accordance with what they see, which is the reason I believe that we can't stop gossip, but we can avoid people from gossiping about us. Like we can always hear people gossiping about others, and we prevent them to gossip about us. It is still possible, but to avoid all people to speak, I don't actually believe so.
All right. Let me ask you this short question. You're telling me, you know, you're the one who giving them maybe a chance to gossip. So then the main cause of gossip is the person himself, that he's being spoken. You know, you did something, then people are talking about what you did. So which means the person who's not there, who's not present, is responsible for the gossip.
Absolutely, yes. So imagine, you saying they're gossiping about your marriage.
Yes.
It might happen if you haven't a marriage, people couldn't have a reason to speak. You see? But because of the marriage, they have to get what to say. But remember, you can give them a reason why to speak your marriage in a good way. When they speak it in a wrong way, it means that there is something they see by eyes and they can define it. You see?
Well,
but most of the time, we gossip about bad things. I don't know if you have noticed that. Here in Burundi, when someone has accomplished something good, they will never gossip about that. It's maybe jealousy behind. But when someone does something wrong, please, In French, they say se répandre comme une traînée de poudre. Everybody will get to know what you did. Everybody.
You said?
He will be at top of the town.
The talk of the town. Yeah.
Imagine.
Maybe the reasons behind jealousy, envy, I don't know. But I don't know if you have noticed this. When you do something good, please, nobody will talk about that.
Yeah, yes, but you talked a bit of people talking about somebody getting rich. So getting rich is something good. So
exactly, but they will say that you have stolen that money. You went to a witchcraft. The reasons they will find reasons and reasons to try to say that in a wrong way. I don't know why. Even you're married, Patrick, to get married is a beautiful thing, but some people will come to watch the decoration, to gossip. No, this went wrong. This went wrong. They will never, I don't know. Maybe there is jealousy behind.
Oh, okay, all right. And here I want to know, because she actually talked about maybe the nature. What you don't admit, that Burundians are by nature gossipers. You see, and you said that, when, people are talking about your affairs, even if it's none of their business, they have the reason to say what you did or what you are up to, because you are responsible for that. But in my humble opinion, I think if I gossip, I'm the one who's gossiping. Maybe I'm lazy, I don't have anything to do. So I will have to get maybe something to say about other people's matters, other private lives of people. What means this is the reason that I can bring. I mean, people who don't have what to do, people are, idle, they don't have a job or work. And sometimes people are maybe, of course, jealousy. You see another reason, or I guess there are so many reasons, not the person himself who is being gossiped. What do you think?
Yes, all the reasons why you stated what you're speaking. All those reasons why they are the root caused by a person himself. So let me say that first, if people will gossip if there is no transparency in what you're doing. Of course, if they don't understand, they will give false information to others and they will make it a talk. And they will be like in that cycle of wrong information, which will turn out a gossip. But because you understand, they don't understand, it will become a gossip. Like when people are talking about a gossip, we understand that they are talking about perhaps someone's private life.
That we don't owe any explanation to anybody.
Sure.
Sure.
That is for the reason why we can't stop people to speak. Because speaking is nature.
That's why.
We can't stop them to speak. But still, my standpoint is there that we can do something that can make them not to talk wrongly or falsely about us, which can avoid the gossip. We can always hear them gossiping about another part of life of other people, but we have avoided them to actually interfere into our life. That can also exist, you see.
What means you don't care about others? You care about yourself only, right?
Let me tell you, we can care about others, but others, I'm telling you that a person to be gossiped about, it is his root cause. So if I avoid my root cause, I don't know if other people will also do the same, you see? Which is for the reason why I say they will keep talking about others, but if I have managed to enclose the area that they could pass by to come to gossip about me, it can be impossible, but still they can keep on gossiping because we can't stop them from speaking.
Okay, I'll get, to you or again for maybe more explanation about, the ways we can avoid gossiping. But before that, let me ask you, maybe what are the consequences of that? I guess there are maybe some side effects of people who gossip, or maybe that gossip I think there are, something that's come after that, either good, positive, or negative. But in my opinion, I think most of the consequences are negative. What are the bad things that come up with the gossip? Kelly?
The first consequence is the perception. When somebody told me something bad about you, Patrick, I will never like you again. That's how I am.
Sure.
When you come and tell me something bad about someone, my perception of that person will change forever.
The person or the person who came to talk about?
No. The person you told me about.
The person told you about? The gossiper, right?
So, let me give an example. You and I were gossiping about Jules. You come and tell me, Kelly, did you know that Jules did this? I will never greet you again. Maybe he was lying.
I don't believe
the perception I have.
Sure.
Of yes.
I thought you should hate me because I'm the one.
No, maybe I think that you are right. What you're saying about Jules is right. Maybe Jules got rich. He have money now. And you come and tell me, Kelly, did you know that he killed someone, he stole that money? Maybe he's lying because you have envy.
Yeah, sure. That's why I don't believe my eyes to tell me that you will automatically believe what I'm
because you're
saying.
my friend. And I think that you will never lie to me. But most of the time, people lie. They even invente.
Yeah, they create.
They create a lie. And you come and tell me, Jules did this. And my perception of Jules will change forever.
Okay.
That's the problem here. You go hating someone with no reason. Build hate on someone from a lie.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sure. Another consequence? Do you have another one?
I don't see any other one right now, but the perception change.
All right. Okay. Jules, what are maybe the consequences about gossiping?
I can simply say the main really consequence I can see, the first one is the same as she said, that a person can disconnect you to others. And many people, we interpret things differently. Like, for example, if you tell me something, you don't know how I'm going to interpret it. So most of the people, as we can see in our societies, when they're gossiping about someone's problems or someone's things, it creates a bad image to him in the society, which can stop him from some opportunities, which can stop him, for example, at work, which can private him many things that he has the access to only because of some false informations. Like, for example, if you are a politician, and the people start gossiping about you, about the things that you actually didn't actually know, it will disqualify you in politics because of what? In politics is about people and leadership. So when they disconnect you to those people, then you become weak, which means the gossip is only about disconnecting people just by using word, because in the word, everything we do, everything we speak, whatever, it's because of the information we acquire or just we have. That is for the reason why when people have wrong information about you, it disconnects them to you.
Yeah, sure. I buy your ideas, both of your opinion. I mean, you are right at some point, and but I have an add-on over that, because me, on my behalf, when somebody comes and start gossiping about the other person, I don't take what he's telling him as the full truth. I have, first of all, to check whether what she or he is telling me is right. Because sometimes that's why I may say the main consequence of gossip is that I will know the person, that sometimes she's of course she's a jealous one. She's a person who don't like the progress of others, and then I start doubt about the reputation of the person. Then he's killing rather the image of him or herself, not the image of the one about she's gossiping.
That's a very good thing. You are what we call une personne rationnelle.
You see?
But most of people are emotional.
Yeah, sure, sure. Especially wives. I forgot that question. I better ask that before time, get to the end. So you see, and then maybe the other consequence about that is that as this saying goes, like great minds talk about ideas, average minds talk about events, and poor minds talk about people. You see, so it's even the biggest consequence over that, because when people keep talking about other people, even the economy of the country go down.
Yeah.
You see, because they don't have time to focus themselves on the action, on their jobs, on the productivity of their companies. So that's why I say that's a very big danger to the nation when people keep gossiping. So that's why we better try to find ways. That's why maybe after the final question. But before that, you should just remind me of the question when you told me about being rational or logical. I just remembered about this. They actually say that women, it's even the science. Women, they speak more than men.
Yeah.
Do you see? So, and some people say that Burundian women, they gossip more than than how men do. So what do you think about as a woman?
It's what we call myth, but there are men who gossip than women, and it's worse. But it's true that Burundian women really gossip. I don't know the reason behind, but it's a very big problem here in this country. We gossip about clothes. When I see my sister wearing a beautiful dress, this is going to be the main conversation between my other sister. We talk about clothes, shoes, your house, your kids, your husband, the one who has the richest husband. It's a very big problem. Instead of talking about projects, talking about science. Yeah, this is something I really hate, and unfortunately, it's true.
Yeah, sure.
We talk about things instead of talking about our project, how we see ourselves in 5 years, where we see ourselves in 5 years, things like that. That can help us to get money, to become more independent. Yes.
Absolutely. Thank you for that. Thank you for your input. So just the last question, as I promised, what are the ways maybe? I guess there are some ways to maybe not to stop, of course, people speaking ill of you or behind your back, but what are the ways to avoid gossiping? I think there are some ways or some tips to avoid.
Yes, always there are ways. I don't believe in the places where there is no ways.
Sure.
So always there are ways, and on my understanding, the first thing that can make you avoid gossiping is being transparent in whatever you're doing. When people understand that you are doing something and they see the way, they can't create a way to talk about it in a negative way. Rather, they can talk about it as they know it. Because normally people start gossiping because they don't understand. But they create some emotional thoughts and informations and give out, and it becomes a gossip. And the second that I can simply think of is just trying to escape, you see, these groups of people, who can actually think even of gossiping about someone. There are people who are serious, who can never even think of gossiping about someone. They talk about things they don't know, what they don't know, they don't talk. So when you engage yourself in relationship with people who you believe that it can happen, they gossip about you, expect whether you be transparent or not, someday a gossip is raising. You see? And another way is to be apathetic. For example, to have apathy.
Empathy.
Empathy in what you're doing. This can actually help you to avoid it.
Yeah, because you put yourself in the shoes of someone else.
Yes.
Okay, true. Kelly, what are the ways, maybe the solutions to avoid gossip?
It's impossible for me. Just let me tell you this. In this world, we don't owe anybody explanation. Live your life the way you want it to be lived. Live your life, do whatever you want to do. People will talk. There is what we call in French un adage. Somebody say that tu ne peux pas empêcher aux oiseaux de voler au-dessus de ta tête, mais tu peux leur empêcher d'y faire un nid. I don't know how to translate this.
It's just a saying it's a French saying that goes like this. I mean, you cannot prevent birds from flying over your head.
Exactly.
What you can just do is just to avoid them to have their house. How do we call the house of a I forgot. Niche or whatever. Just a house of birds, you know, over your head. So what we can do is to prevent that, but you cannot avoid them to fly over your head, right?
Which means do what you have to do. Stay focused on what you have to do. Live your life the best way you can and let people talk. Do not let their gossip affect yourself, affect what you do, but do what you have to do. They will talk.
Yeah. Thank you very much for your input, guys. And just have also another input because as the great man, I don't know whether it was Gandhi who said, be the change you want to see. So you just have to start by yourself. Don't gossip about others. Don't, you know, start when you see somebody coming to tell you about somebody else, you know, life or what happened to someone else, especially something bad. You don't have to give him time. You just try to avoid that. And you just show him that you acknowledge him coming toward you, but you have to find, you know, a way to shift to another topic. So as you change the mood, you just show him that you don't have time or space of talking about things that, you know, concern you, because you know the person is not there to defend himself. Then you don't have to talk about the person who's not there, who's not present. And mostly you find people are coming to tell about that. They are not even part of the problem, or they don't have the solution to the problem. And then they come to tell you about things that are none of their business. So the reason why you better find a way to escape those kind of things, and try to focus ourselves on our daily jobs, on our daily works, so as we help the world to change, so as we help our country to reach further. So I would like to thank you guys for your participation in this show. Thank you, Kelly, for your presence here.
Thank you, Patrick.
And also,
great job.
Oh, great. I also have to be grateful for this presence of our brother Jules. Thank you, brother Jules, for being here.
And thank you for having me here today.
All right. So I want to also thank our viewers for watching us. This is BNP TV. Stay connected with us.